Hello and welcome to, I don't have a clever name for this one, the Krogvlu, I don't know. It works better with Minecraft because it's two words, you can just kind of swap one out. This is basically the whole Vlogcraft thing, but instead I've decided that we can just do this with any game, right? We can just play whatever we want and I'll just ramble on for ages. So that's what we're going to do. We're going to do it with The Crew. Now, we played quite a bit of the beta on live streams and it was a lot of fun. And so I'm very, very, very excited to play a bit more of this for this whole series. Is it going to be called a series? I don't know. This thing that we do right now. I'm going to head from, I don't know if you can see my little cursor. I imagine you probably can. I'm going to head from up here all the way across, all the way down to Los Angeles Airport. That is my goal over this thing. I'm not going to do this in this episode, obviously. It's going to take quite a few, but that's obviously the point. So, let's set the waypoint. Let's get driving. And we can do the wonderful thing where I ramble on for rather long time. Okay, I think we're good to go. Let me try and remember how to reset the camera. Can I get out of here without killing anyone? Wrong way. Well, that is a perfect start. I'm on the wrong road thing. Alright, let's get on a little mission. I don't want to get back on track. I've turned off all the things, I think. People drive on the wrong side of the road and stuff, don't they? It's very confusing. I've turned off all the stuff, so there should be nothing to interrupt us. But we shall see. So, I think the obvious thing to address right now is the lack of videos. This one's a little bit worse than it has been. We've been going on about this for ages. And pretty much every video I make, my little controller stick stopped. It's pretty much just me explaining why there's been no videos. But this time it's been like over a week. So yeah, this one's a little bit worse than normal. I've been incredibly busy. The only time I get off is my day off that I get once a week, and then I get a couple of hours every night. But no, not last week. And probably not this week either. And the week after, but that is for a reason, and that will be worth it in the end. The day off I had the other day, I went home to my mum's house, because it was my aunt's 40th, which was very good. And the rest of the time, I've been doing this. I've been doing things, I've been working on videos, because I've made myself a plan. And this plan is going to work out. So I'm going to aim for the whole total transparency thing here, where we'll just be completely honest, right? We've been going at this for a while now, well over a year. We're doing okay in terms of the channel growth and such. We were doing okay until they kind of disappeared, and then everybody just kind of left. I don't blame you, by the way. I would have done the same thing. We were doing okay. We're doing okay, but we weren't doing the best that we could be doing. And that's just the nature of it. That's just kind of the way it is. And so I've made a plan. Oh, I missed my turning. My plan, is it going to recalculate my thing? Or do I have to I'll turn around. If I can remember which is the turn around button. That's the back on track button. I thought it was A. Or is it X? I'm going to figure out the buttons, was it? Oh, it was X. That's what I wanted to do. So yes. The plan is, in January, things are going to get back to normal. And I know I've said a few times now, things are going to get back to normal soon. They actually will this time, because that is where I've been and that is my plan. I plan on making lots of content now, as much as I can, and then come January, I can start releasing this stuff. And I'm going to be a week or two ahead of myself in videos, and that way, the little time I have, I can spend on videos, so I don't have to do it all in one sitting or anything like that. That went horribly wrong. So I don't have to do it all in one sitting. I can break it up over a few evenings, and that way I can get stuff done to a decent quality. And my goal is to... Oh, was that a real person? My goal is to get all that content ready. I've got a couple of series. There's going to be 3 main series, maybe 4. And I'm going to keep working on them until the 1st of January, until New Year's Day. On New Year's Day, we're practically going to relaunch the channel. We're going to start getting stuff out on a fairly regular schedule. Now that's one part that I haven't quite figured out yet, and that is because I don't have all of the content yet, so it's not quite as simple as that. It's not going to be an everyday thing, I don't think, at first. I might, because I want to get as much, I want to cover as much ground as I can with the content that I'm going to pre-record. So I think it's going to be maybe a 5 a week kind of deal. Obviously I'm not 100% sure yet, because that's not a turning. I haven't decided yet, basically. But that's pretty much what's going to be happening. So these next few weeks, and this week and last week, they were completely empty. And it's probably going to stay that way up until January. But to be fair, in terms of the channel's the damage is done now. It doesn't really matter if I take another week or two. It's done. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm just going to take the week or two from now to get everything sorted. And then come January, we can just go crazy and get all the stuff back out, and we can start getting regular stuff. As for streams, a lot of people keep asking about them still. I don't know. I really don't. They will eventually reappear one day. But it was never... I mean, it wasn't ever the focus. I just kind of got really carried away with them. I guess. But yeah, that's no, especially not with these weeks. I'm focusing on creating the videos and such. What is that? I've never seen that before. I must go visit. Yeah, especially with all these videos, I definitely won't have time for it over these next few weeks. Come January, once we start getting stuff going... What? I don't even want to figure, what is this? Oh, it's a skill, okay. Once we get stuff going, then sure. Then sure, maybe we'll start considering doing them again. I'm thinking about doing a few very, very, very short ones. I'm really not sure, though. I'm going to kind of figure it out as I go. But pretty much no. It's not happening for a little while yet. And again, the damage is done. Like, it's not going to make anything any worse if I don't stream for a few weeks. So people have disappeared and aren't coming back now anyway. So, and I don't want to sound bitter about it. I completely understand. It's my own fault. I've done that to myself. So that's fine. Yeah, but back to the beginning, the completely transparent part, right? We've been doing okay. We've done okay. We've produced some good content. We gave it a bit of a push. I put quite a lot into it, and we did okay. I mean, it didn't really take off, but it did okay. We started to do much better in the end just before I kind of ruined everything. So what I'm going to do is, my plan is this. I'm going to set myself some goals, and I don't know if I'm going to make these goals public. I probably won't, because it's not only added pressure, but it's not really important. So I'm going to set myself some goals, and these are going to be daily view goals and subscriber goals and that kind of thing, retention goals. And I'm going to give myself till August. I'm going to give myself till what would be 2 years of the channel to reach these goals. And should we not reach these goals, I think we will, well, yeah, we'll see what happens from there. But I think that will probably be enough for me. And I know that sounds kind of silly, and I do want to state as well, I'm not setting myself a goal of 50 million subscribers and 5 billion views a day. I'm being very, very, very realistic with these. I've still got to work them out properly in my head. I'm going to work out the growth. The way I'm going to do it is I'm going to look at the growth from when we started till now, and I'm basically going to times it by a little bit. I'm not really sure, but a little bit more than that, and I'm going to try and see how that would work from now until August. And then I'm gonna... Does this make any... I don't know if I'm making any sense now. But that's my plan. That's my plan. I'm gonna break it down into... I'm basically gonna squash it, and then I'm gonna try and follow it. And if we get to August and I haven't maintained the growth that I had, then that's fine. We tried. And that's not to say if I don't hit specific numbers, then I'm gonna just rage quit and cry about it forever. It's not like that. It's just... If we're not going anywhere, then it'd be silly to spend so many years just doing it and over and over and over. And I know that's gonna upset a few people, I'm sure, and I probably shouldn't have worded it like that, because a lot of people seem to think that you should be doing this purely for fun. This is just a hobby and you should just enjoy it for what it is. But there isn't a single person on this website that actually thinks like that. There are tons of people that say they do, but they don't. That's why people still look at that little number underneath the videos and stuff, because they do care about that. Of course they do. If it was 0 and they'd be doing it for 5 years, they honestly... I don't think there's anybody on this website that would say that they would keep doing it. That's why nobody's got to that stage, because they would have given up long before. But I'm not saying that I'm purely doing this now to get really, really popular. It's just if we're not growing and nothing's coming of the channel, then putting this much work and effort into keeping schedules and stuff just seems silly. I don't know whether it's really worth my time to be doing that. I mean, I'm not saying I'm never going to do anything ever again if that's the case, but I don't know. That's kind of where I'm thinking. That's the way I'm heading at the moment. Is that we're going to give it a proper push. And another thing as well is that it's not like I'm not going to try. I'm not just saying if I don't magically gain millions of subscribers. They're realistic goals, and I'm going to push as hard as I can for the growth in the channel. And we're going to work at it, and I'm going to try and get up to 6-7 videos a week, maybe more. If we can get back to where we were, that would be perfect. And I'm going to try and get as much quality content as I can and network like crazy and just work at it really, really... How did that not break out of everything in this whole... Is that a person? Wait. Was that a person? I don't think I've ever seen... I have seen people. Now's not really the time to be sweeping your grass, buddy. It's kind of late. You crazy guy. Look, man, you've ruined my sweeping now. I'm gonna go back inside. Oh, no, he's not going inside. Where is he going? Oh, is he crying? Oh, dude, I'm sorry. No, he's walking through a fence. Well, okay then. So yes, my plan is to work extremely hard and try and get some growth. And if we do, which I mean, there's no reason why we shouldn't, then there'll be nothing to worry about. But I figured I'd go with the whole transparent approach where we all know exactly what's going on. But like, this is like well over half a year away now, so we've got nothing to worry about now. For now, what's going to happen is basically nothing for a week or two, and then everything all at once. And it's going to be brilliant, it's going to be great. We're going to come back with a vengeance, and we're going to do some crazy cool stuffs. I think I might keep this though. I kind of want to keep this thing going, because I like this a lot. This is a lot of fun. I kind of want to keep the whole... I don't know what we'd call it. Drive vlog. Dravlog. Vlive. Oh, someone, come on. One of you is definitely clever enough to think of a punny title for this. Do it. Drop it in the comments, and I'll probably use it because I can't think of anything. But yes, that's the plan. Idea, but I definitely want to keep this because this is a lot of fun. There's some Vlogcraft. I'm going to kind of flick between those and maybe some other games as well. I only really sandbox games and games where I can just free roam and drive around like this, just to make some interesting footage, I guess, because obviously we're not really focusing on the game. I mean, there was kind of a strange guy sweeping his grass, but that's just what's going to happen. That's just what's going to happen. But that is pretty much all of the stuffs regarding the direction of the channel, and I think that actually just took like 14 minutes. Fine. But yeah, that's my plan. So I'm sure you've all got things to yell at me for now, and I'm sure I've upset some people by saying some things because that's just kind of what I do. But that's my feelings on everything, and that's what I'm going with. Oh, there's a tower thing. We're gonna unlock a thing, I think. Awesome. So, aside from all of that, what are all of these balloons? Never seen this before. Pick your own corn. This place is great. I love this game. So aside from the video stuff last week, it was a lot of just real life stuff. And so, I've been working a lot recently, and that's unfortunately not going to stop for a little while, but that's a good thing. That's a very good thing. I'm not in the best financial situation, or even a good one, so it is very good for me to be able to be doing that. And that should improve a lot of things for me. It should improve a lot of things for you actually as well. I want to get around to getting some more equipment. And that's going to be very great. I just drive into a river. Awesome. But that should be happening soon. But yeah, I've been doing lots of personal stuff, so I went home for my aunt's birthday thing, which was kind of fun. Not much happened, it was just a big hall full of people I don't really know, and I just got to kind of sit there, and yeah. So that was a thing. And that's about the most exciting thing that's happened to me in months. And that's about it. It's coming up to Christmas. Oh, dude, it's like 5 days. What even is the day? Is it the 20th today? I think it's like 5 days until Christmas. Christmas definitely isn't happening for me this year. It's just kind of been skipped over for me. It's going to be a very, very, very strange experience as well. There's lots of different things this year. Basically, things are very different. This is the first Christmas where both of my parents will have new partners, which is going to be very interesting, to say the least. So that's going to be a bit strange. I have about a whole 12 hours to drive home and spend with my family before I drive back anyway on Christmas, so it's pretty much not happening for me anyway. It's going to be a very, very, very strange Christmas, and it does get a bit stranger, I guess. Things get more strange as you grow up. Yeah, it's going to be a bit of a weird one. And I'm not really sure exactly what I'm even doing anymore, because... Oh, well, that went well, didn't it? Just fell straight off the road. Gold medal. Do I have a gold medal? Get back on. I'm doing it. Okay, I'm doing it. There we go. Yeah, it's going to be a very awkward, to say the least, but very strange Christmas. I have no idea what I'm doing or who I'm seeing, if I'm even seeing anyone. I don't think I'm even seeing anyone anymore, because I don't have much time. Unfortunately, I've been tricked into working like every single day next week. I say tricked, forced more like, but there you go. That's a separate story. So yeah, that's what's going on, but it's probably exciting for a lot of other people, because people like Christmas. People like doing things on Christmas, and I think it's important to, even if you're not into it and you think the whole, you just buy things of people, it's just an excuse to make cards and make people, even if you are Scrooge or whatever, it's important for a lot of other reasons. I mean, some of you are much younger, so a lot of you this probably will apply to eventually, and maybe doesn't at the moment, but some of the older people probably understand where I'm coming from, but it's really got nothing to do with any of that stuff. I mean, the giant dinner is the best bit. If anybody right now is at college or school or whatever you call it, where you don't live at home anymore, that was the biggest jump ever. It's a cooked meal, man. I mean, come on. When's the last time you had a cooked meal? That's like the best bit, really. But it's the time. Go away, Speed Skill 7. I'm getting back on track. It's the time. How is that back on track? That's not back on track. You lied to me. What do you mean wrong way? Let me go the right way then. It's really more about the whole, not experience. Experience is the wrong word. It's about the atmosphere, you know. It's about seeing family and stuff, because this is going to get extremely morbid extremely quickly. There will come a time where you don't get to do that as much. And then you'll think back and think, oh, well, that's a nice one memory I've got from that one time when I did something. And that's not what you want. It'd be better to look back and have like a ton of good stuff where you did loads of cool things and saw everybody and stuff, like, I don't know. But that's more what you got to think about rather than being Scrooge. Plus, if not, you get to eat loads of food and get drunk, so be happy, basically. But hopefully you guys will have a great time. I know I'll have a good time on Christmas Day itself. And hopefully you guys will too. I don't even know what people do in different countries. Does anybody do anything really interesting? Like, does everybody just eat a giant dinner and drink alcohol? Is that like just what everybody does? Or do people do crazy stuff? I just feel like there's some people here who probably do really crazy stuff. Does anyone not do Christmas? Because one of the managers of the stores near where I live, they generally don't, like, not even just doesn't believe in Christmas, like, generally doesn't do Christmas. Like, it just doesn't do a thing for it. Like, I don't know how to really explain that. I don't even know if that sounds weird to anyone else, but they just don't. They just don't. I find that kind of strange. But they're young and they're happy to do it, so it's not, I don't find it that sad, really, I guess. If it was like an old person who just didn't have anyone to see and then were on their own all the time, then that would be really sad. But they just happy to not. So there you go, good for them. Suspension part, awesome. I want that. Equip. I have to be level 7. Send part to HQ. Awesome. You're bound to get thrashed. Yeah, well, I'm trying to drive, Zoe. Stop calling me, mate. But yeah, I think that covers most things I had to talk about, apart from the one craziest thing in the world, right? And I'm I'm kind of annoyed at a very, very large amount of people as well, because some people were treating this really the complete wrong way, but for those of you who don't know, there is a man, and he refers to himself as Notch. And he went ahead and made a video game, and is now the biggest selling video game of all time. That game is called Minecraft. We play that sometimes, you're probably aware of it. He went and outbid Jay-Z and Beyonce for something like $70 million. Like $70 million for a house in Beverly Hills. And I don't know about you, but that makes me pretty proud. Like, I feel very proud of that guy. He's earned it, you know? But so many people on Reddit and everywhere like this were so mad. They were like, look at this guy, he's gone sold out, and now look, he's living in middle America. It's not like he just found this money and decided, I'm just gonna leave. You can't play my game anymore. This guy worked hard. I mean, come on. He built a game and the game was extremely successful, and he wants to spend his money on a really nice house. Good for him. I'm glad that someone is doing that well for themselves from something like that, rather than just because they were on TV once. That's a good thing. We should be happy about this. We should be celebrating this. I mean, this is a good thing, right? A game developer as a single person game developer. I mean, I think that's the bit really, is the whole independent studio kind of deal. Well, obviously not anymore, because Microsoft bought everything, well, acquired. And so I think we should be, this is a good thing. This is a step in a good direction for people who like games, and people, especially people who make games and want to get into making games. If it's seen as, I mean, this is almost celebrity status, I think, is what I'm getting at. I mean, obviously he's kind of a big deal because everyone in our community knows him, but now he's kind of, you know, he's going to be noticed a bit more in the real world. And I don't really know where I'm going with this, but I think you probably get my point. Like, the guy's done so well for himself off of this game, and I think that's something that we should all be very happy about, and we should be pretty happy for him. Like, he's done some great work. But no, some people are so mad at him. It's really funny. It does amuse me. It does. Like, I do feel really bad, because there are parents that have to say this child belongs to them, but I just don't understand their mindset. Like, why would you be mad at a guy who spent however many years building a video game that was extremely successful and then wants to spend his money on a nice house? Like, why would you be mad at the guy? Good for him. Like, that's a good thing. It's a good thing. But yeah, that's my opinion anyway. I'm very happy for the guy. He did a very good job. A very good job indeed. I'm not really sure what else there is to really talk about. I think I've covered everything. So, you will probably see a video at some point next week. I wanted to finish that Christmas adventure map before Christmas. I didn't do that. So I'm gonna go play some now, because I've got a little bit more time of today. I'm going to record a little bit more, but I don't know if I'm going to get that finished. So you should expect a little bit more of that. If I do manage to get it finished or anywhere near finished, I'm just going to release the lot at once. Or maybe I will just do it a little bit after Christmas as well. But so you'll probably get that coming out next week. And aside from that, expect a bit more of this. I'm going to try. I'd really like to get this daily, if I'm honest, but I really don't know about that one. If I can get this down to a point where I can literally just drive for 20 minutes and fix that whole codec thing that broke everything and render it in like 30 minutes. That's never gonna happen, is it? And I could upload it. If I could spend like an hour or two just doing that and have it all ready and done, then I would do this daily happily. But it will take me a bit longer than that. But see, this is where it's a good thing, right? This is where it's a good thing. In the new year, once I start getting paid and stuff, I can consider upgrading some equipment, and that could mean that I could render a video in half an hour, and then we could have this daily. See, this is a great thing. This is the way we got to look at it. We don't need Christmas, man. We're going to have a better year next year. Next year is going to be our year. I do want to point that out. I know earlier when I was saying things, it probably sounded like I was looking at it from the wrong way. It's going to happen. We're not going to stop. We're going to do so good. We're going to do great. We're going to push really hard. We're going to work really hard. We're going to get loads of great stuff happening. We're going to have so much fun on the way. Zoe, mate, I'm being serious now. I will report you to the authorities, alright? trying to drive. But yeah, it's gonna happen. It's gonna work out good. We're gonna do so good. We're gonna do so many videos all the time, and they're gonna be so great, and we're all gonna like them. We're gonna make loads of friends, and they're all gonna come and watch with us, and it's gonna be brilliant. And then we're gonna do so well. So that's what's really gonna happen. I want to see how far I can go because I'm doing so good at this one. Oh, look at that! I got a little trophy, bronze one. Can I get a gold one? I reckon I can. That's a silver one. Here comes the gold one. Give me that gold. Oh, look at that. I got gold. I've never had gold in my whole entire life. I'm so good at this. I'm so good at this game. And I want a part. I don't even know what that means. And I've got one. Do I have to be like level 50 or something though? Yeah, probably. Alright. Send to part HQ. This is very dangerous. There we go. I did it. Awesome. I got a load of things as well. I love this video game. Anyway, I'm going to call it there because, yeah, that's a lot longer than I wanted this video to be. So, I do hope you did enjoy it. And I do appreciate you guys getting this far if you did. I know a few of you have been telling me that you did make it this far, so do go ahead and do that if you're enjoying doing that. And I've had some amazing feedback. Some of you guys have been so kind and supportive. Big shout out to Vitamin Deej as well. That guy was awesome. That comment really made my entire year. I don't even know. That really picked me up. That got me in such a good mood to do this. So thank you very much for that, dude. But yeah, that's pretty much going to be it for this one. Of course, if you did enjoy it, do go ahead and let me know. If you didn't, if you got any feedback, if you want to know how to fix everything, then go ahead and tell me, because I'm more than happy to change this up. We're still getting used to this, of course, so things can change. But, yeah. Now, see you next time.